Hey everyone, and welcome to the week overview for what's in store for April 20th, Sunday, 2025 through Saturday, April 26th, 2025. As always with these, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you'd like a personalized read of any kind, my link is the Mintaka Experience on Facebook. So what's going on this week is a lot of half-truths, white lies, and a lot of blackmailing going on, especially within yourself and your self-harm tactics and your disabilities, especially within your physical health and your mental health and your emotional health. There's a lot of psychic attacks and a lot of psychic abilities being shown, like telekinetics, telepathics, clairaudience, clairsentience, telesentience, teleportation, astral projection, remote viewing, tarot, mediumship abilities, channeling, and even dreamscaping and more. There's a lot more that I haven't mentioned, but there's a few, for examples. It looks like there's going to be a little bit of glimmers going on, a lot of trying to validate what you already know and validate what you already came to the conclusion about within your own self, within your own mindset, within your own head. It doesn't mean that you are any less than to ask for external validation, but knowing when to ask for external validation when your mind is just overthinking would be best. Analytical mindsets and logic-minded thinking allows for a scientific viewpoint, though some physical sciences have been limiting our mindsets, especially in biology, chemistry, and anatomy of evolution. It does look like there's going to be a lot of debates and arguments and discussions about human rights, especially for transgenders and women, and it's taking a misogynistic view or a misogynistic turn, especially in the U.S. And the Middle East as well. Seeking guidance from otherworldlies and those that are from your native lands for guidance. So, for example, if you're in India, you ask Hindu guides or shamanic guides. If you're in Japan, you ask for Japanese gods like shinigamis or the Japanese fishermen. If you're in Australia, you ask Australian indigenous, and so on. It looks like there's some sort of language barrier going on this week for some of us, especially when it comes to transparency. There is honesty. However, learning the discernment a little bit more on honesty versus transparency would be wise for some of us. And others need to stop pushing so hard on transparency through people that have shown patterns of dishonesty and or just being able to be honest without the transparency. It looks like there's a lot of blue-ray children and indigo children being affected, and those that are really unrefined and lost in directions of how too many options of where to go and not feeling like they have a choice. Victimization, victimhood, depression, anxiety, not feeling like you're good enough, loss of interest in things you once thought were fun, things that used to work for you to manifest and to do things no longer work for you. There might be an ending that is coming within the next 4 to 6 days, 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 months, between April and June. And this has been told to you time and time again, especially by your spirit team, and you've thought long and hard about these choices anyway. You know deep down what this was all about to begin with, and you knew all along what was going on, especially in work environments and career choices and things that would manifest possibilities in promotions within the workplace and transportation within the workplace, like traveling and like traveling circuses and traveling up in promotions from a manager to a store owner. It looks like there's a lot of like CEOs and a lot of businessmen and business types that are within the 1 to 9% of monetary values that it holds a lot of power over a lot of us, especially with like money and money matters being scarce for the majority of us. So taking heed in your monetary values, taking heed in your financial gains and your financial matters will be helpful, especially looking into those ideals and into those thoughts of how you don't know how it's going to work, or you don't know why it's not going to work, or you don't know how it would work. Getting rid of those scarcity mindsets would be wise and beneficial. You can do that by like thinking through positive thinking and reprogramming your thought process and relearning some things that tend to weigh heavily on your mindset, especially between 8 and 10 in the morning and 6 and 9 at night. Especially between the 24th and the 27th. It looks like there's going to be some form of redemption and, oh my goodness, revelations coming through that are going to turn your world upside down and have you thinking in a more positive mindset. More thinking about yourself, more thinking about your own pleasures, more thinking about self-gain and self-affirmations. Thinking more about your disposition and how you appear to others has helped your personality and has helped you realize what your personality comes off to other people and how you appear to other people metaphysically and spiritually can be affected through your physical health as well. So make sure that you're taking care of your physical health, which includes your dental health, your proctology exams, your gynecology visits, your medications. Make sure that you have enough refills. Make sure you call in the refills early because there might be some telecommunication problems and technical difficulties if you procrastinate until the last second. But that's what I'm getting for the 20th through the 26th of April 2025. So as in these, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thanks for joining.